when you live for a strong purpose, hard work isn't an option. It's a necessity. Hey there, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with the cryptocurrency markets? Looking at another crazy day we had yesterday. I mean, right now, Bitcoin's up 2.5%, coming in at $15,731. I mean, we all seen that flash yesterday to 20,000 on Coinbase. I guess, you know, just like we're seeing over in Korea, Bitcoin's worth 20K. You know, it's just a little bit of a foreshadowing to let us know where we're going to be with our Bitcoin. The FUD and FOMO are real right now, people. So what are we looking at? We got $415 billion for a market cap. I mean, crypto ain't no joke no more. So we got 36.9 billion traded in the last 24 hours, and we got a BTC dominance that's always climbing, coming in at 62.7%. I mean, absolutely fantastic as always. So like I said, we got Bitcoin, I mean, in the high 15,000s, up 2.5% right now. We got Ethereum coming in at $451. That's up 6.2%. Looks like some of the top 5, 6, 7 here, they're all on the gain. Looks like crypto's pulling in a little bit of different direction. I guess people are jumping back into these alts. Those prices must have been a little too tasty yesterday with all that red we were seeing. So let me see. We got Bitcoin Cash. They're making a 7% gain today, coming in at $1,457. We even got IOTA climbing again. They're up 19.5%. There's some nice gains if you had jumped in yesterday. They were in the $3 area. Today they're looking at $4.17. Let me see. We got Ripple. They're up 8.8%, coming in at 24.9 cents. So, I mean, that's great if you're into Ripple. We got Dash coming in at $7.37. That's up 7.4%. I mean, those are some nice gains if you were jumping into all these altcoins here, especially in the top 5. So let me see. What do we got? We got Litecoin coming in at 101. That's up 4.1%. We got Bitcoin Gold 265. That's down 1.4%. We got Monero rolling up at 269. That's down 2.4%. We got Ethereum Classic coming in at 2685. That's down 4.3%. We got NEM at 24 cents. That's down 9.6%. We got Zcash coming in at 325. That's up. That's up 3.8%. So that's nice. And let me see. We got Monacoin. They're down 8.5%, coming in at $15.57. And we got Steam. Craziness over there, right? $1.73 for Steam. That's up 4.5%. Steam back dollar coming in at $7.10. That's up 24%. I thought this situation was going to be short-lived, but I definitely have to take myself off power up to get some of these Steam back dollars coming in at $7. But probably by the time I actually get a payout, it would you know, be back down there, probably under $1 with the way my luck goes. So, as always, what are we looking at here on News on Bitcoin and Coffee? Tasty coffee. Always is. So, I mean, we got a little bit of news all over the place. I mean, like I was saying, the FUD and the FOMO are real, people. I mean, yesterday people were buying and they were like, I mean, it shot up to 20,000. People were really afraid of missing out. All of a sudden, people were buying all over the price. I seen the price 16, 17,000. That's why I said right now we're hanging out in mid 15s. Super volatile right now. As always, just don't let it get to you. Don't let the green-eyed monster become part of your life. You know, hold your Bitcoins, hodl it. You know, if you got it already, keep it. You know, put it in a hardware wallet. Do something to prevent yourself from going to the exchange and thinking that you're going to make a few bucks. Because, I mean, yesterday we all seen, you know, everything shut down on Coinbase. You couldn't log in. You couldn't do nothing. You know, a lot of them were like that when the prices, you know, go crazy like that. You can't get in there. You can't do anything with it. I mean, you got to position yourself in a place where you're going to be okay, you know, before these events happen. So I just hold my Bitcoin. I got it in my hardware wallet. I actually have ordered a second hardware wallet so I can split it and keep it in 2 separate places just to be safe. You can never be too safe with Bitcoin. I mean, like I keep saying, everybody wants it. This stuff is worth so much. I mean, we just seen it touch 20K, and I don't think that's the end. I mean, I'm sure we're going to be seeing something crazy like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 by the end of next year. I mean, the world is here, and they're banging on the door, and they want in. So, what do we got? We got another crazy fork coming up. It's coming up here on the 17th. We're looking at Super Bitcoin. It's going to have all the things that we want in a cryptocurrency, right? Probably just another dividend. You know, these things are happening so often and so crazily that no one's really taking them all that seriously anymore. I still like to keep my ear to the ground because, hey, even if I can pick up, you know, 3%, I like to grow my Bitcoin. So if I can get any more of a percentage of a Bitcoin or anything added to what I have, it's amazing. I love it because this stuff's going to be worth so much in the future. You just got to be safe about it. You got to sit there and pay attention, understand what's going on, not be the first one in the door. You know, stand by and make sure that, like what happened with Bitcoin Gold, that the wallet and the splitting tools are safe. So I would definitely be waiting well into the new year to be splitting anything at all, especially with how these forks are just coming out left and right. You don't know who's behind them, and you really don't know what's happening. And the true intentions aren't really, you know, masked with all of these other languages that their websites are being produced in, and anonymous creators and everything else that's happening. But I guess, you know, they're looking at a 210,000 pre-mine, so it's probably another situation of fork Bitcoin, put it out there, make some money, and then dump everything they have and just don't get caught holding the bag, right? I mean, that seems to be what's happening a lot here lately. The price of cryptos and Bitcoin are going up so much that a lot of people are just, you know, the green-eyed monsters taking over, and they're getting in crypto and they're just trying to trade and make money. But us smart individuals, we're just going to hodl Bitcoin, and we're going to let it go to the moon, and we're going to be cashing out in 2020 or later and, you know, living the good life, right? Taking care of our families, because that's what's important. So we're also looking at Ethereum Classic. They got an upgrade fork coming here on the 12th. That's awesome. You know, I'm always sitting there trying to support the underdog of Ethereum Classic. I mean, they were the original Ethereum before that whole DOA hack and everything. You know, hey, I mean, hopefully Ethereum Classic will pick it up here a bit in 2018. Maybe more people will be getting invested into it. You know, they're not running a bunch of ICOs on there. I mean, Ethereum's hurting from what's happening with all the crypto kitties. But you know, hey, I mean, that's kind of, it makes you wonder, right? So, I mean, like we already talked about the flash crash, you know, and that nobody could log on. I mean, that was the biggest problem because, I mean, a lot of people would have, you know, they would have sold. I mean, that's a lot higher than what a lot of people bought at, you know, it started setting the precedent in people's mind that they're looking to sell when it gets up to 20,000. So, like I keep saying, position yourself in a good spot beforehand if you're looking to do those kinds of moves, which I am not recommending. I am not a trader for you guys. Like, I'm just doing a little bit here and there to try to make a little more Bitcoin for myself. But as I say, I'm a hodler. I got 90% in BTC, and I'm just waiting. Let me see. What else we got going on? I mean, crypto's exploding. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to get this stuff. You know, it's amazing. So, and as always, I got all kinds of affiliation codes, tools. I mean, you got to keep an eye on the network. We're looking at like 200,000 unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions right now. I mean, don't be trying to send any Bitcoin. I mean, the fees are ridiculous at the moment. You know, we all got to get segregated witness address, or we all got to get SegWit addresses. You know, Lightning Network's coming down the pipeline. I mean, Bitcoin has nowhere but the moon to go. So just, you know, sit there, hold tight, get yourself a Ledger Nano S if you don't have one. I got a link below. Even if you don't want to like use my affiliation code, go over to HW Crypto, type in Amazon on your own, but you got to keep your Bitcoin safe because if not, someone else is going to get it. So as always, free help desk service at Eugene Forrest at 20@gmail.com. I mean, I'm here. You can ask me anything. I'll answer you. I'm a regular person just like you. I just want to help Bitcoin make it to the moon, right? So as always, donational addresses too. And remember, keep your Bitcoin safe.